So,
you should introduce yourself.
Yeah, so this is probably going to be the first one
of like only 6.
Of 6? What do you mean of 6?
Well, I mean, if we only do 6, then we're good. But if we do more than 6, we surpass expectations. No, we're surpassing expectations. Season 1 is 6 episodes. Think about it.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay. You're probably like, what the fuck are we talking about?
We figure everything out on the fly.
But in case you don't know, I'm Joey. This is Dan. And we are the Bored and Hungry Guys. I don't think we should look at the camera while we're doing this because I feel like...
We can look at the camera every so...
It's a podcast, though.
But if we want to do stuff with the video, because I'm very much the type of person that will look... I watch too much Office all the time still.
So you bring in the third wall?
I literally look over at the non-existent camera, but now there is an existing camera.
Okay, cool.
So I can just look over at it.
All right, so then that works. Anyways, let's start this over. So we are the Bored and Hungry Guys, and this is our Bored and Hungry podcast.
Hold up, pause. Why do we have to start over? We can keep it all in. Who cares? No one cares who we are.
True.
Not yet.
True. Not yet.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
At least. You never know. People might care.
This might be fun to them.
But the people who definitely don't care, they were like, who the fuck are these guys?
Let's just fast forward to like 6 minutes in.
Yeah, so you go to the timestamp. It's going to be in the description. For those of you who listening on YouTube and whatnot. But this is a Bored and Hungry podcast.
Talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm Joey.
I'm Dan. We just talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, exactly.
We like video games and you like sports. I dabble in looking at sports sometimes. But
what is sports ball?
What is this ball that bounces? It's like could be anything. But yeah, we like to talk about stuff. It's like, you know what? Why not just throw it out into the world? If no one ever listens to it, hey, we at least feel creatively fulfilled that we put it out into the world.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So today we're here because we just got back. Well, we didn't just get back. This is probably like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Say like 2, maybe 3 hours.
It's the 27th, the first day of Pax East.
Yes.
We went along with Darlene, Joey's girlfriend, my friend. That makes her feel good. Don't mind us. She's just laying in the bed in the corner, just like
we both just looked over to her. She gave us like the elegant princess wave.
She's just like, you're attentioning me.
Like
Thank
the Cinderella in the parade at Disneyland and everything.
Oh, don't say that. She's gonna get a bigger head.
Oh wow.
You know, have you ever seen that GIF or meme or whatever with the daddy poster up?
The daddy poster.
Yeah.
You're dead. Go to sleep.
Actually,
go back to your Netflixing, you
right,
you
exactly.
Millennial.
You goddamn millennials.
Oh.
Anyways.
I'm younger than you.
And your memes.
So, let's talk about PAX.
Sure.
This is my third PAX.
This is my second PAX. My first one was 2 years ago, I want to say.
All right. So, I want to start off from your first PAX to this one. Comparing both of them. What would you say about, at least Thursday today?
Yeah, because actually that first one, I think I went on Thursday as well. This one was a little different for me because the first time I went was because I went because there was a Kind of Funny panel with Greg Miller, and I was going mostly for that. But that was at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, it's an excuse for me to go to PAX I've never been. Whenever I try to go, it was usually because it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The tickets were always gone, and it's just like, okay, whatever. I never knew anyone.
Mm-hmm.
That first time, I went by myself, and I just walked around the whole time. I was just playing different games. There's this one game that's very much like, I'm shocked I haven't seen it like on Twitch, because it's one of those games that you could see someone playing streaming, and it was like, there's 4 players, 2 players to a team. Each person on, say, the red team, they have to go across the street to the blue team, steal their stuff to set them up to send them back to prison. The first team that did that wins.
What fucking game is that?
I can't remember the name of it. That's the problem. And I remember I met Greg Miller that night, and also Joey Noel. I was talking to Joey, and I was telling her about it. She's like, we need to know the name of that because that sounds like the kind of game we want to play. And I couldn't find the name. And I was looking for them today. We went all over. We didn't see it. But then again, that was 2-3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's like there's definitely a chance that that it just never came out of just being released. Maybe it was just released out into the world and it didn't catch fire like I'm sure they would hoped it would. But if anyone ever knows the name of that game, please let me know, because I would love to find out. Because it was when I went there, I thought the coolest thing to me was it was literally just a tiny booth with 2 TVs and like 2 PCs and 2 black dudes, and like they were the ones who made the game basically. It was just the two.
I know what game you're talking about.
What?
It's Fortnite. Every game you're gonna see all the comments in the description on YouTube. Oh, it's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite.
It's not.
It's not Fortnite.
Because the entire in the whole thing, like your characters look like no name blobs basically, and you were the color of the house you were coming from to steal something from the other house to set them up for like some sort of crime to send them back to prison.
That almost sounds like something sort of like Gang Beasts. You know Gang Beasts?
Yeah,
it's almost kind of like,
think those types of like
that's what I'm
blobby
thinking.
characters. Yeah. But it was all in first person as well,
but,
or at least that's how I remember it. I was really bad at the game because I couldn't tell like how do I pick things up. I'm just bad at games at first glance, and it was just so much fun. I lost the whole time, but like it was so much fun.
Anyways, go on with the
So like
first
I just remember like walking around the floor. Granted, again, I'm pretty sure I was by myself. I don't think you went with me because again, it was on a Thursday.
I think that was my first PAX too, and I was supposed to meet up with you, but I didn't know you were actually there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you didn't go to PAX last year, but you went the year before.
Yeah.
And I went to the last 3 years I went to PAX.
I think you had gone, but you were going on a different day, or like you had already left that day.
Yes, that's what it was. I already left for the day, and you.
And like again, it was a lot of fun seeing all the different games.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the same year. Not Heavy Rain, but the developer of Heavy Rain, they were there showing their game off because it was coming out that May.
Detroit?
Yes, Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
It was the year that came out because I remember bumping into an old friend of mine I hadn't seen in years since I worked at the movie theater. Like we bumped into each other. We both had just played the game. We were like, oh my god, and like we were making fun of like I can't remember if it was a brother or a friend of ours or whoever. We were making fun of him because it's like I'm an Xbox guy and I'm like, oh you got any games? Oh you just got your Call of Duties. Like we were just being those like little kids just poking at him. Like it was all in good fun though because
the
it
whole
just
Xbox players suck dick.
Yeah, the whole thing. The Sony ponies, the X Bones. Yeah. We were just playing along to that, but it's just like no. When you really sit there and talk about it, it's like no, the Xbox has good games on it. It's just no one really ever talks about them because they're not God of War, they're not Spider-Man, they're not Detroit Become Human sometimes even.
Right.
I'm looking at you, Crackdown.
Jesus. Shots fired. Yeah, that game was a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
that game was a dumpster.
And you know what the sad part was? Even though I don't own an Xbox One, it's just like I was so hopeful for that game because it was like that was like their last big like bullet out the chamber.
Crackdown was the first Xbox 360 game I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
The first Crackdown or the second
one? I couldn't tell you.
One of the Crackdown games, yeah.
That was the first game I played on the 360.
Wow.
So I was actually kind of excited for it, and I was kind of rooting for it. But
yeah,
then,
again.
Like, you know, being like a gamer, but like it came out, and I'm like, oh,
it was a fart in church.
I mean, if it was a PS4 game, I mean, I'm just saying it would fucking probably be a good game because PS4 seems, you know.
If it was the same circumstances, same developer, all the same issues they had, it would have still been a fart in church. It would have been the game that people looked at on the PS4 and go, The Order 1986, the one that everyone looked at and go,
oh yeah.
No, you missed the mark on this one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah,
I recently want to pick that one up.
What, The Order?
Just to play it, yeah. It's like $3.
Oh yeah. Has it been a PS Plus game?
No.
It's a little weird.
It should be. I feel it should be.
Like they just announced like Sonic Forces and something else was a PS Plus
for March.
Yeah, for March. I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah.
I want to play Sonic Forces. Shit.
I'll probably download it just cause whatever. Anyways, back to PAX.
Yes.
Back to the first PAX. I had a lot of fun checking out the vendors. They had a lot of different things. I'm looking back. I'm really sad I went by myself. Like my girlfriend couldn't get the day off work. Just like she couldn't today. Go figure. And it was just kind of like, oh, I went by myself. And when I don't know anyone, I'm very reserved and shy. I'm just like, good.
Yeah.
Like, but once you get to know me, of course, like I was singing Fozzy before we started, like crazy.
Right.
So it's like, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then like once, like it was like an hour before the panel, halfway through the day, I went home and took a nap and relaxed for a bit, then came back.
Yeah.
Then I went to the panel. That was fun. Then we went to I met some people from the panel. We walked over to the bar where they were doing the like
the after party.
Yeah,
things.
Oh, that was my TV. Don't mind that.
Oh, TV, you're fucking loud.
It lets you know it's turning off. like I'm telling you, I'm leaving. Bye, goodbye. I'm never seeing you again. But yeah, we went to the bar and like I hung out with people and that was cool. Only one of them I was able to stay in contact with, so that was cool. Although he was there today, I believe, but we just never saw each other kind of thing. The show floor was a little bare thinking back because PlayStation was gone this year. Because like there was those sections where it's like, oh, there's a lot wider spaces in this section. So I assume that's where they made up for it. It's like, oh, in this section it'll just be a little more bare so people can move through here in certain spaces. But I don't know. It's hard for me to compare the two.
It's easy for me because I've been through the last 3 years.
Of the last three.
Of the last three. So I feel the first one, I mean, obviously the first one's going to be the best one. Only because, you know, I've never done anything like that before in my entire life. I've never been to a convention, well, that kind of convention.
Yeah.
I've never been in like a big group of people like that. I think the only time I was in like the same place with a big group of people would have to be like when I'm watching sporting events or like high school graduation.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it. So I mean, the first time I went was quite an experience. Like, I wasn't really having a good time, like personal life type thing. You know, I was kind of down in the dumps, as I remember. So when I had a little extra cash, I was like, I want to do something for myself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I went and bought a day pass. Can't remember what day I went. I want to say it was Saturday. Could be wrong, but I think it was Saturday. But I went, had a great time, played a lot of great games, you know, games that are out now and they turn into like great, I can't tell you what games now, I can't remember, but like indie games that, you know, what's that indie game that we saw today that's kind of like Brawlhalla?
Oh, yeah.
That game was first unveiled at PAX East.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, now look at it today, it's like, it's a glorified, you know, Smash Bros.
Yeah.
You know, it's not up
it's
to
a
that
free to
level.
play Smash Bros.
It's not up to that level, but I mean, it's respectable, you know. But they had so many games and so many booths to choose from. You know, I met the completionist Gerard.
Oh,
I mean,
he was there.
He was there that year. He was there because they had they had this little Twitch lounge that everyone was in. He was there. I was walking by, seen it. And I was like, "Hey, Gerard."
You know what's hilarious? I've heard of the completionist. I didn't know who he was until the last year.
Really?
Yeah, I'd heard of him. One of his videos came up on YouTube. Like, you should watch this.
It's funny you say that because I always thought that I always get him and Pro Jared mixed up.
I have no idea who Pro Jared.
You have no idea what Pro Jared is?
No.
All right, let's just skip over that then because it's going to be too long of an explanation.
They just look alike though.
No, not even.
Oh, okay.
Not even. But anyways, so obviously the first one is good. The second one, I kind of killed myself because I went to 3 days.
Oh no.
And
Unless you're going to panels,
I only plan on going to 2 days. I plan on going Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But then I ended up going, I believe, Saturday. Because I ended up just, fuck it, I'm going to go. I have the extra money. I'm going to go buy a ticket from a scalper.
Yeah.
And then, you know, go in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake in my life. By the time that weekend was over, I was absolutely exhausted.
Did you get sick or anything? Or
no, I didn't get sick. The only thing is that I was just tired as fuck.
Yeah. You didn't even want to go Sunday at that point.
Well, I did want to go Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Because the raffles are great. If you ever get a chance to go to like any kind of convention, whether it be PAX or, you know, or Comic-Con or anything, Anime Boston or any other type of convention, you should go because like you can go there with nothing and then end up leaving with a whole bunch of shit. Like whether it be free or you win it like from a raffle.
We did today.
Like we did today, but that's for later on. Just do it because then you get your money's worth, really, in my opinion. But this year, just off of today, because me and Darlene is going Sunday, it wasn't that great, in my opinion. I feel like there wasn't really much there, in terms of like things that would catch your eye. Like me right now, I'm big into like PC and components, and because I'm getting ready to get my own PC, and I was thinking about building my own PC. And the last couple of years, they've had a lot of different companies that sell PC parts.
Yeah.
There was like 3. You know, instead of like 4 or 5, 6 of them. You know, there was like 3 of them.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a little underwhelming. PlayStation wasn't there, which is, you know, disappointing because they were gonna do the demo for Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
You know,
I was excited for the Last of Us 2 demo, but I was excited to check out the Iron Man VR demo.
Oh shit! I didn't.
They were gonna have that there, yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
It was in like the press announcement with like all the games that were coming with, but it was at the bottom sort of thing. I was excited for that because it's like I don't have PSVR, and that was probably like the only chance I have to actually check that out.
Right.
I know that the game's coming out in May, but it's like I don't see myself getting PSVR for not until they have like a Gen 2 PSVR, because it's like I don't want to deal with it right now.
Well, the thing is that when the PS5 comes out, you probably get it for dirt cheap because they probably will have a Gen 2.
Oh no, yeah, that's true. But at that point, I'm hoping they'll have a few things figured out, like the cables for PSVR currently.
Oh yeah, no,
are extensive.
Yeah, no, that's a shit show.
So it's just like I'm hoping it's like they give you either more cable space or maybe they'll be able to do it cableless. But that's a high markup for that. But yeah, still, it's just like
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really. We didn't even. So I went by Patriot Games, their booth. They had nothing. They didn't have that hard drive, that PS5 hard SSD or whatever.
Oh no, it was a PS4 SSD.
No, I thought it was the PS5.
Oh no, it was a PS4, but it's like this could be what ends up becoming the PS5, like external SSD solution.
Okay.
Because based on everything we're hearing, it sounds like the PS5 is going to go the way Xbox Xbox, where you can't actually take out the hard drive and replace with something else. You can probably have an external hard drive. So that was potentially a solution to that issue, where it would like you can plug it in and it would be the way it looked like in the picture I saw on that random website was like it looked like the Xbox 360, the original hard drive where you had to plug it in on top, something like that.
Stupid.
But it's like it would be interesting to see, considering it's like it's an SSD that could potentially match the SSD in the system. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, no, they didn't have anything like that over there. They just had like PC set up and then the regular raffle, but they didn't have anything. You know,
nothing new to show.
Yeah. What other? Drinking with friends. With friends. That was like the first
drinks with frenemies.
Drinks with frenemies. So that was the first booth that we went to, and that was, in my opinion, the best booth of the show. Today we only
I would
went
say
there
for us. For
Thursday, it was the best booth of the show.
We had a lot of fun with just looking at the cards.
I'm not even talking. Not just the cards. The people. The people working at the booth. I mean, these were, like, I want to say like, charismatic is the word, but like
they were
very approachable. And likable and talkable. Like we were fucking like talking with them like we were friends with them for years.
Yeah, it did feel like that. It's like we just got along right away.
You know, so
like we couldn't leave the booth without getting like a couple of decks. So like we went in halvesies on 4 decks. So we got 4 small decks. You got a shot glass. I got a one of like, what was it, 100 or 150 card?
No, I think it was like 50 cards. Like
it was
one of
like,
50.
No, it wasn't one of 50. It was like,
because you got like 7 of like 50 or something like that.
One of 40 something. I got it somewhere in here.
But it was like a special card only for PAX.
Yeah, they had a special card just for PAX. So you have to spend like, you have to either buy 4 cards or spend a certain amount to get, sort of thing. Oh, I think I have it. It was, oh, you're right. 7 of 55. Hang on. Let me just pull a random card before I read this one, so that way there's understanding of what this is. So it's a drinking game. You play with your friends, whatever. There's rules. Yes, of course. Let me read.
So what is it like? Like you have it face down, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then you flip it over.
Yeah, you each have like a set of cards in your hand, like 3 to 5 cards in your hand. You play a card. Let's see this one. Oh no. Let's see. Hang on. The really good ones are like near the
Yeah, they're really fucking.
like
good.
they're all different. There's a course of play, of course, like you would like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's like, oh, you can play this card here, this card there. ABC insults. Take turns saying an insult starting with player A. The next player says an insult starting with B, and so on. Oh no. Starting with A. You have to insult someone starting with the letter A. So
you're an asshole. You're a bitch.
Yes.
You're a cunt.
And so on. First player to mess
yeah.
up, hesitate for too long, or repeat an answer takes 2 drinks. Douchebag. Choose one player to refer to themselves in the third person and wear shades. Every time they don't, they take 1 drink.
Yeah, so that game will get you fucked.
And then this card, which is a 55, Truth. It's called the Boston Tea Party. Truth. Choose one player to spill the tea on another player. If they refuse or can't come up with some dirt, they take 5 drinks.
Yeah.
This game will get you messed up, bro.
And the thing is, obviously, they're not going to say 5 shots because they're not trying to kill anybody.
No, it's like you and your friends, you know yourselves. So like for me, I'm not a heavy drinker. It's not too hard to get me tipsy. So like for something like this, it'd be 5 sips.
Right.
Which I think would be a lot more reasonable, especially when it's like you have people who might be driving to a house. It's like, okay, just something more reasonable, things like that. But yeah, like we fell in love with the game really fast.
Mm-hmm. And so like that was the best booth in my opinion. And like when you and Darlene went upstairs to like the rooms.
Yeah.
I was still walking around trying to find my way,
Just
trying to
see different things.
see what I can find.
Yeah.
And I really didn't find much. I really didn't. I when you guys went upstairs, the best thing I did was go play the fucking Division 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they put you off at the first mission. And mind you, I played the Division 2.
Yeah.
I beat the story. I'm at the max level. I
at the max level for
I
now.
am not a rookie.
Yeah.
At the Division 2. And for me to say that was the most fun I had besides going to that booth, I mean, that says it all.
I feel like the most fun, at least we had together, was when Darlene told me that there is a retro console room.
Oh.
And we went in there. The first thing we wanted to play was SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, but there was no PS2s available. So we're like, oh, No Mercy on the N64. And creating a character that looked semi like Otis.
All right.
From SmackDown.
So if you guys are wrestling fans, I wasn't originally planning on creating Otis. All right, it just happened. I just tried to create like a ridiculous character because that's what I like to do. When I used to play wrestling games, I used to create ridiculous looking characters, and it just ended up happening to look like Otis.
Yeah.
So we made Otis, and then we had a wrestling match, and like mind you not, like create a character back then, like their stats fucking suck.
Yeah.
And we were put up against John Cena, who was also another created character.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Who for some reason looked like Chris Benoit.
Right.
More than John Cena. The haircut helped, but the face didn't.
And then Triple H, which was the character you used.
Yeah.
And like
they all look like they were made by the studio.
My created character was like the best character, the best wrestler in the match. Like I was fucking everyone up. And like it wasn't the moves because obviously you have the game. So like
that's the game.
Obviously you won because you know how to play the game. I don't.
Well, I am the game. I know how to play
exactly.
it. I am control. I know I can take it.
Okay.
But no. It took you a second. You got
I got it from the beginning, but I just didn't have a reaction to it.
But it was just like you. I kept trying to attack you, but the way the game works is if you're going in for an attack, if you pull back and I'm going for a punch, if you've already pulled back, I can't get you because you just pulled back.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in mid motion and I didn't connect because you moved, so boom, you'd hit me right back. I'm like, God damn it!
You're like when you miss and you just stand there for like a good second. And then you have to take it because there's no moving out of it. Yeah. But we ended up collaborating on that character. And
we just pulled up a Google image of roughly what he looks like right now.
So we closely made Otis.
We tried to make Otis.
His finishing taunt is the worm.
We had to give him the worm.
We had to give him the worm.
We just don't.
Doesn't he do the worm?
He does.
Am I mistaken?
It's the caterpillar. He does the fucking worm.
the caterpillar.
He does the fucking worm.
Oh man.
Originally, you wanted to make him with a singlet. I remember that. It's like, no, we got to make him what he looks like right now. So we ended up giving him ivory tights or something.
Oh yeah, ivory tights.
Because it was the only one that was like, oh, we could easily turn into a one-tone black. Fine, no big deal. Honestly, I think it looked pretty good on him.
Yeah, it did. It did. Oh man, that in the booth was the most fun I had all day.
Which is sad considering I own No Mercy and like we can just hook it up later.
Yeah.
And just go to town on it, but
right.
Probably doubt it because like I got work tomorrow. Naj has work tomorrow. Saturday though. Saturday.
Man, see, this is why I wish I still lived here in Boston because it's like
we
could do GM mode.
That's true.
All the fucking time.
Oh, I'd love that. I would.
Oh man.
But like we were saying earlier, it's like, well, flights to Buffalo, they're like $50. So like with fees and everything, it's like what, 80? I can afford that. I can take a weekend and just go to Buffalo for a weekend. Me and I can just hang out with y'all for a weekend.
And bring
like,
your PS2. And
we'll just bring the PS2. Like, you probably have your own PS2 at this point. No? We can buy you a PS2 and just bring the memory card. Fuck it. We'll get you a PS2 and a memory card and the game so you just have it.
You see, GM mode, it's good because GM mode doesn't require you to know how to play the game. You just have to know wrestling in general.
You just have to know how to respond to your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is hilarious considering we're fans and we're always telling wrestling. It's like, no, this is how you should do it.
We're gonna book wrestling how it should be booked now.
Yeah, and like our shows will suck.
Yeah, exactly.
I just realized it's 9:00 and I'm still in here. Where are your kids?
Oh man.
But yeah, like that to me, that we had a lot of fun with that. Honestly, so you went off on your own, like going through the exhibit floors a little more closely. Me and Darlene went upstairs, and honest to God, that hour we were upstairs, we were in like the tabletop quiet room. We chilled. I charged my phone. I drank some water. I had a slice of pizza because I got hungry again, which was weird. And like I needed that because oh my God, I was so sore. I was just tired. Like, God, I needed that.
And that's what PAX will do to you, man.
Yeah, it'll take.
PAX will destroy you.
What time did we get there? Like 10:45, 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just walking all over the floor from that entire time. We stopped to get lunch, came back down, did a loop of another area. God,
which by the way, the lunch. That's another thing.
Boy.
The lunch wasn't that bad. I mean, it tasted great.
It was perfectly fine.
I felt like it wasn't prepared correctly because she didn't feel good. I had some kind of feeling in my stomach.
Yeah.
After eating it, I don't know about you.
I was fine. I told you my issue with. So we all had the chicken tenders with fries because that was the quickest thing. It was just like, okay, cool, we can get in and out, no problem. My issue with it was that I took a bite of the chicken and I take it off the tender. And for some reason, the whole chicken came out of the casing.
It's like the Chinese chicken fingers.
Yes, exactly like that. Where for some reason, this is the chicken finger, this is the batter, but for some reason there's this much air.
Yeah.
It was just like, wait, what? But it's like it came right off the casing. I'm like, huh? I'm like, somehow this does make sense to me, but it's just really funny.
Yeah.
It was just like, okay. The pizza wasn't that bad when I went back and got that later. It was not bad, but
and then
I'm glad I only had one slice.
And then I
$7.
Yeah, no, that's
for a slice.
See, I'm glad that I saved up all this money.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be able to do any of that shit.
No.
We wouldn't be able to buy anything that we bought.
Yeah.
None of the shirts, none of the food.
Yeah.
Because in years past, I've been just either making shit or just buying stuff from the dollar store and bringing it.
Honestly, if we end up going or whatever next year, I'm gonna just do what I originally thought about doing and just making a sandwich and just packing it for later. Mm-hmm. Because we just went shopping the other day. It's like, okay, we have plenty of lunch meat stuff that I could have just made a sandwich and brought it with me. I would have been fine. Brought a bagel, whatever. I don't know. I meant to bring an apple and I fucked up in not bringing it. I was so mad at myself for that.
And then another thing is I don't know if you caught this, but there wasn't really much cosplayers.
Yeah, there were. Well,
because even on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So to say this first, there was a lot of fucking people there today.
Yeah, that was kind of amazing.
Thursday, there was a lot of fucking people. considering the fact that Sony's not there,
Yeah.
Kojima was supposed to be there this weekend.
Oh yeah, he pulled out too. Yeah.
And he pulled out too. You know.
Wait, he was supposed to be at PAX? I thought he was only supposed to go to
No, he was supposed to go to PAX. He was supposed to
Game
go to
Developers.
both. No, he was supposed to go to both.
Oh wow.
And he
See
pulled out.
that I didn't know about. I could have sworn he was just going to. I
I'm
know
pretty
about
sure
the game.
because-
I knew about GDC because they announced that they were going to have a panel of just a talk with Kojima over his game.
I think maybe they would have he probably was only going to be there for one day.
Oh okay.
But
they probably would have had a booth or something.
yeah, I know, or like the conference hall because it's Kojima.
Yeah.
They don't let you put him in on the fucking sales floor on the show floor.
Well, they probably put the game on the show floor and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then just
Have his people fucking here's the game.
yeah.
But
Or that sounds a little. No, they probably have it in the PlayStation booth if that were the case then. Because if they're showing off the PlayStation game, it would have been in the PlayStation booth. So maybe he was supposed. Well, at least his game was maybe supposed to be there. I don't.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm
No.
pretty sure Kojima was supposed to be there.
If he was supposed to be there, I'm shocked I didn't hear about that.
Because I learned it at the
again.
same time actually that PlayStation and Kojima pulled out.
I just knew about Kojima pulling out of GDC because PlayStation, Facebook, and Kojima all pulled out like the same time.
Because that was another one that wasn't there is Facebook.
Yeah,
Google also wasn't there, which I'm surprised because Google had a thing last year.
they did. Huh. Oh, you know why they weren't there?
Why?
Because Stadia.
Oh yeah, yeah. Never mind. We said at the same time. Stadia.
I'm sitting here thinking like, why would Google be there last year? Like, huh? Oh, which by the way, I tried Stadia before, when it was originally in beta. They let you play an Assassin's Creed game, and it worked. When it worked, it worked. It was scary how good it was.
Well, because
it was beta.
Well, the main
Whatever.
thing it's not the streaming thing that's the issue. It's the games. Like they're making
Yeah.
you buy the games a second time. So instead of having you sign into your Steam account or your Epic Games account, to play the games you already bought, they're making you buy it again.
And there's no
way around it.
There's no new games that are new right now.
Yeah, on the Stadia.
I think it was like a month ago or maybe longer where it was announced that Borderlands 3, a game that came out last September, you only on Stadia have the updates as far as a certain date in October. So whatever updates that have released on every other console and PC edition from between October and now, or I think is the case, they are not there. You only have the almost up-to-date version from October 8th or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
There aren't any, or at least they're supposed to be coming, like Doom Eternal is supposed to be coming to Stadia, I believe. And that is in a few weeks. So a lot of people, after the 3-month lapse, they canceled. They're out.
Yeah.
Like the most hardcore people who probably heard how bad Stadia is right now, like at the time it came out, were just like, I'm going to do this anyways, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Feel bad for them. But I don't at the same
I
time.
really, yeah, because they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, how could you do that?
They delayed it by like 3 or 4 months or whatever. They saw this coming.
But here's the thing, though, is like, how can you do that? How can you announce your thing almost 2 years ago, and then NVIDIA GeForce Now comes out of nowhere, absolutely nowhere.
Literally
It's
never heard about it.
Instantly better than your product that you released 2 fucking years ago, that you announced 2 fucking years ago, and it's better. So it's not the internet. It's not an internet thing because I try the GeForce Now and the internet's not that great back home, but I'm able to run the Division 2 at 60 frames per second on the highest settings with my internet. My internet's
computer
not
sucks.
that
My
great.
computer is a decade old at this point.
Right, but
I need a whole new thing.
But the thing is, the only thing you need to run on your computer is the software to play the game.
Okay.
It's no components in your computer is gonna run the game.
We talked about this. It's emulating a good PC.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
But yeah, there was Mixer was there, Twitch was there, but that was it.
Mixer was there.
Yeah, well,
I'm not on Xbox, so it's
the last 2 years they had a thing where you wait in line.
Yeah.
And you wait to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
And you play, you die, you get a T-shirt that says Fortnite Mixer on the back. It's all right because then you get to play. But I mean, if you're good at the game, and they're live streaming on Mixer.
Yeah.
So if you're good at the game and you get to like the last 5, like you get put on the big screen on the stream. You're like at PAX.
Yeah.
On the big screen at at that time in front of everyone. You have the whole world watching. I think that is great. They didn't do it this year. They just had a basic ass fucking stand. They sold merch. They had things where you can go and play games, but they didn't have that whole Mixer set up. They call it the Hype Zone. They have they have a channel on Mixer called the Hype Zone.
Okay.
And that's what they did, but they didn't do that here because the Hype Zone is like they go around and look to see what other streamers, they do the same thing how they did with the people playing the games there at PAX. They do it with other streamers, and that's what they wanted to show off. But they didn't do it this time, which is strange because I felt like that's what made people come to your booth.
Yeah,
I
remember seeing the Mixer booth 2 years ago. I just remember like it was close by the Xbox booth, of course. Mm-hmm. I just remember I want to say it was the Xbox booth where their booth was so big because they had they had Xboxes. You can get in line to sit at a table, to sit at a desk, get on an Xbox and play PUBG.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like,
Look, so this is just like the way my memory works. The scene in The Matrix when Neo finds out that like he wakes up and he sees the farms of people who are in these pods. That's what it looked like to me. The sea of people sitting in these like cubicles playing PUBG on their Xbox, like the one that they provided. That's what it looked like to me. But it was just like, it was like maybe 4 rows that went on for miles. It looked like
I was one of those people.
Yeah, and I'm just like, whoa. You have this many people. Well, then again, PUBG was like the thing at the time.
Yeah.
Just before Fortnite came in.
Fortnite was out, but it wasn't as big as PUBG.
Yeah, it was starting to go up there because like this is like
before.
This is Fortnite right after. This is after PUBG had come out on Xbox and was supposed to be an exclusive, whatever. And it's like, okay, it's been out, but people already stopped caring. But it was just amazing to see all these people like all these Xboxes lined up at cubicles. Like, whoa, that is cool.
They even had PC ones because that's how I played.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I played. I played on PC, but I used the Xbox controller.
Oh, I'm probably thinking they were all Xboxes, but they were all probably PCs when Xbox controller, which is probably more accurate.
Yeah, that's another thing. Xbox isn't there.
We didn't even.
I didn't see.
To be fair, the 2 times I've gone to PAX now, I have not even tried to get in the Nintendo booth because I don't feel like waiting in line for 3 hours.
Last year.
You did last year?
Katana Zero.
Yeah.
That game, I played that game. I fucking love that game. The game is sick. I don't have it.
Yeah.
But, I played... They let you play the demo as long as you want. They won't kick you... Because you're waiting in line for fucking half the day, so of course they're not going to kick you out.
I remember the year I went, they had not Spyro, that was just this year. I think they had Crash.
Yes.
They had the Crash trilogy.
Yes,
they had already come out, so they wanted people to play it on Switch because it was coming to Switch, I think it was. And I think they had something else there, but I just remember like sitting there like, oh, wait, in line. But after 10 minutes, I'm like, this line has not moved an inch in 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, give it 20 more. After half an hour, the line did not move. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, last year they had that Yoshi game.
Oh, and Yoshi's Woolly World?
Yeah, that was the showcase game of the Nintendo booth last year.
I really wanted to see the booth this year because it was Animal Crossing, and after seeing that last Direct, I'm like, I want to get this game. Fuck.
And that's the thing, though, is Nintendo's smart because they're going to put that game in there to make you wait in their line.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Motherfucker.
No, let's redo it again. 3, 2, 1.
Hi.
Motherfucker.
Hi. Motherfucker.
Where the fuck were we?
I don't know. Let's talk more about the games that we did play and did enjoy, though.
All right.
Because we were bitching a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, we were bitching a lot. So there was instantly one game that we didn't really play that many games besides WWE.
Yeah.
We played stick fighting. which is a game that's already out, but Dan's never seen it or heard of it.
Never heard of it. I'm not a PC guy, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox, but again, it doesn't
help me. I'm not an Xbox guy.
You're not an Xbox guy. I've seen it before because I watched the Game Grumps and they've played it.
I've seen your mom before too.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we played that, and that was like
that was a lot of fun.
Played. It was a lot of fun.
But it was weird because at first I was confused. So I'm like, wait, you're not the developer? And it turned out we were playing at whose booth was it? It was Parsec or something like that. Yes.
Yeah, Parsec.
Parsec. Yeah. And it's a service that takes local multiplayer games and turns them into online multiplayer games, which was really cool. So we were playing on an Xbox, or I assume it was another PC with Xbox controllers, and someone's on like 2 booths down playing the same game but from a PC using PC keyboard and mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool because I didn't realize who we were playing against for the longest time. It took me like 3 games.
I thought we were just playing against the computer.
Right? I thought so too. I'm like, oh, this computer's really good. Like, no, we were playing against someone else on the PC. I'm like, oh shit, that's fire. I was so impressed by this game because we would lose, whoever won or lost, whatever, you go right into the next level, just snappy. It's just like...
So if you guys don't know about this game, it's you probably don't even know this game either. Duck Hunt, not Duck Hunt, but
let's say the NES game.
No, the Duck game. The Duck game is called. It's basically the same concept. You just gotta fight, and then it's continuous. It doesn't fucking like just pause or anything. You die, and then the next round starts.
It just starts. It
keeps going and going and going.
So I assume this game, like that, the one that we played today, like the levels, they were just random. So I assume it's just like, it just loads up a random level, just moves on to the next. Because like this was a lot of fun, but I can only find it being fun if you're playing with a lot of people, or at least like 3 people, maybe 2 to 3 people, because it's like the computer sucked otherwise.
I did play this other game, and I can't remember the name of it because the card is in the bag, and I don't want to get up and get it. But it's like it's battle royale, but it's a pirates.
You showed me.
So it's like, I'm assuming it's going to be a team of 4. Oh yeah, you have the card.
Yeah, because you gave it.
It's called Blazing Sails. It's battle royale. Obviously you're pirates. You're on a pirate ship, and it's essentially like battle royale. Like there's a circle that closes in after a certain amount of time, and you got to kill other teams of pirates.
Are you running a ship, or are you just a pirate on a ship?
No, you and your teammates are running a ship.
Okay.
So it's like there's one person controlling the ship.
Yeah.
There's another person controlling the sails. You know, you got
people controlling the cannons, setting them off.
Exactly.
I feel like that's the type of game I would have fun playing with for exactly 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like there was too many options that. Do you get to choose the role you're in, or are you randomized into the role you're in?
Well, there's no roles. It's like whatever you want to do. Like if you call it, let's say, I'll be the person the navigator, whatever the fuck they call people who steers a ship. I'm gonna steer the ship. Or like it's like communication, you know. It's like one person, like if an enemy ship comes near you, it's like, oh, you gotta get on the cannon, because like,
but yeah, that sounds like a fun game. I would have 3 minutes of fun in that game, and I'm like, I'm done, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not a big battle royale person. I tried Fortnite. No.
Good. No, Fortnite's not.
I'm too old for this stuff.
Tell that to Ninja. I'm pretty sure he's your age. No, he's younger than me now. Sorry.
I was about to say,
he's younger than me,
sir?
Yeah. Never mind.
That man is a millionaire, and he's younger than me. It hurts my feelings sometimes.
Yeah, it hurts mine too.
It's weird. I can hear that shower.
Now you know how I feel about Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, I totally get that. It's weird that I hear that shower going, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
it's ambiance, you know.
It's all right.
It's ambiance.
It's all right. It's character for our stream.
The next game that I felt like was a lot of fun. We only played for like 2, 3, 4 minutes maybe. Was Dragon Fang. It's a dungeon crawler.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Is this free on Steam? I just know it's available on Steam. And I'm not a dungeon crawler guy.
Yeah, he said it was free to play.
Okay, and I jumped in. I was like, oh, this is kind of simple. Okay, you're just attacking, they're attacking. Like, okay, it looked fairly simple. You just jump in and play. I'm like, okay, I think I could play this, and I enjoyed it. And then the guy started talking to me, and I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Yeah, he was French.
Had the deepest accent.
I don't know if he was Canadian or he was from France, but...
It was loud. He had a thick accent. I'm like,
You're like, come again? What did you say?
Yeah. I'm like, excuse me? And he spoke again. I'm like, I can't hear a word. So I'm just going to nod along and just smile because it's like, I don't want to be the rude American towards you. It's like that's just mean. Like, you know, I'm just nod and smile. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a flyer. I'm gonna try this game later because I jumped in the middle of someone else's game, I guess, and it was kind of like okay, but I definitely want to try that. I think at least for me, the next. Oh, one of the first games we played that I whooped your ass at, first of all.
Oh, no, fuck you.
I looked at you and went, oh, this kind of game I like. This one was called Swap It. So it's like
it's one of those basic ass bitch fucking
puzzle
swap
game.
Those swap colored type shits.
You have things coming from the bottom up, and you just kind of turn the pieces around. You match. It's a match 3 game. There we go. That's what I'm.
Basically, you know, I found one color. Yeah. I found one color, and then I was like, all right. And then I was searching. I couldn't find another fucking color. By the time I found another color, it was already too fucking late. Like he put fucking traps going all the way to the top of my shit.
Very much like Tetris. You gotta...
like Tetris. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, he already won. I was like, fuck this shit.
You have to keep rotating. That's what you have to do. And I'm like, you only have to play it once, and I'm like, I'm in. I'm good. Yeah,
exactly.
Is it available on... It's available on Steam based on this card. But yeah, it was. I enjoy games like that. So anytime I would say that during the show, I feel like I would say it and you would just walk away. Mm-hmm. Nope, we're not doing this. Yeah. We're not doing this, Dan. The last that's a game I want to try out. I like SimCity type games. I don't know what it is.
Oh, this is basically like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it's Museum Tycoon basically.
Exactly, like the Big Pharma game.
It's like, called Mondo Museum.
Yes, I'm like, oh, I'd be interested to play this, but like, I couldn't see where I could play it, and I'm like, you know what, we just got to move on. We've been here a while. Let's just keep going.
We're not sponsored by any of these games, by the way.
No, we're just talking about the games that we saw
and played.
This game coming in 2020 for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. Cloudpunk. That was that like.
Yeah, that looked interesting.
That looked really good, right?
Yeah.
I
didn't play it, but you did.
I was
from the brief moments I was watching you play. It looked very interesting.
It looked really good.
It's different from like the usual game. You wanna know what it reminded me of?
What?
Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. You know how it was like from the top down?
Yeah.
It wasn't top down, but it was from that.
It's kind of like an angle
where it almost kind of felt like it was top down.
Okay.
So it's fixed to one view, but at the same time, like you see everything perfectly.
Yeah, it looked. My only issue with it was I jumped in after someone jumped out, so I didn't know what the mission was. I had no idea what to do.
There was another game,
but it looked visually stimulating to me. I'm just like, I want to play this.
There was another game that I played, and it was weird. I don't even know the name of it, but like, I was this kid in a room, and it was dark. Like you just wake up and you have no handle on your door. So you have to find your way out of the room.
Oh, I saw you playing that for a minute.
But it's like what's the fucking? And I played it from the beginning of the game, and like,
I don't think that was the beginning.
Yeah, it was the beginning.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, what the fuck is the purpose of this game?
Yeah.
You know, because it's like I found like they had 2 locked drawers. You know, for a computer desk, like the one that you have there.
Yeah.
Like the bottom 2 drawers are locked with a key. Yeah. I found the 2 keys, but I couldn't figure out how to fucking use the keys to unlock the drawers. You know. And they had it was just.
You would think it's just like you just use the mouse, click on it, and it would just unlock sort of.
Right, exactly. Or like there would be I click I because you know I'm learning how to play on the keyboard. I clicked I for inventory, and nothing pops up. Nothing happens. I clicked on all the keys that won't shut off the game or anything, and nothing pops up. So I was like, forget this game. I'm not wasting any more of my time. It was an okay concept. You know, it was like a mystery solving, like search and find type game, but.
While you were playing that, like, directly next to you, Darlene started playing this platforming game.
Yeah.
She kept dying on, like, the same parts over and over again. But it was really interesting because, like, in different games, they have a different, like, you can only fall so far before you die. Mm-hmm. This one felt a little unusual in that you skip a platform, you go to that next platform. Like, you jump too far, you die. And I'm like, that felt a little unusual. So she got tired of it because she kept dying at like the same parts over and over, which I found hilarious, naturally. So I jump in and I immediately die. I'm like, oh yeah, duh, she just did this. But it was more interesting to find out when I hit spacebar. This was a PC game, obviously. I can't remember the name of the game. I hit spacebar. He only jumped like 3 inches off the ground, maybe. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is a lot more interesting now. So it's like you can only move so far with a jump. So I jump to the next platform. I jump onto a platform that starts to crumble underneath and immediately falls. Jump to another platform. now I gotta jump over to a rope to go to left. Because the entire time you're going right, now you gotta go left. So I'm going left, blah, blah, blah. I'm just jumping around. Then the platform started getting smaller because you have to get more things in it. I can't remember why. You were just collecting more different things. But like a lot of the jumps, your jump is short and you can only go so far. So I'm trying to make the jumps. I'm feeling it. I'm in there for like 3 minutes. Darlene died like 10 times in the 3 minutes I was playing, basically. And I'm just like, oh my god, I think I'm almost near the end of the level. And boom, it happens. I die. I'm like, fuck. But what was more annoying is that I'm like halfway through this really long level, it felt like. And I had to start all the way from the beginning. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm done.
Nope, done.
I'm done, Donna. Oh yeah, I got a weird card when I played that Dungeon Fang game.
Oh yeah.
We got
the cards.
The guy gave us like this. He passed us like this. Take a card, any card, in like these weird sleeves.
So because it's a free game, and then these are like characters you can unlock and buy.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
But they give it to you for free. So I get mine. It's like a bale. Oh, this is a fair or whatever it is. And then he's like, oh, that's a dragon. I was like, that's one. Of the,
I got a red dragon.
One of the strongest.
You up.
One of the strongest characters in the game, or that's my French accent. You know, one of the strongest characters in the game. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Fucking, you don't give the same shit to everyone. Like, fuck, man.
No, he told you to pull a card, any card. What'd you pull? Card. You pulled any card, right?
Yeah,
so did I.
Any card,
fuck you.
So why should you get the advantage based off of luck?
Because fuck you, that's why.
All right, fine.
I'm Yugi now.
Speaking of Yugi, we saw the play mats. We saw there's a couple vendors that have play mats. And we saw this sick Yu-Gi-Oh one. It's Yugi, but in like the ancient Egyptian
Yami
time.
Yugi.
Yeah. So ancient Egyptian times.
Yeah.
And
he was in the garb, the ancient Egyptian type garb.
It was sick, and he was holding one piece of Exodia.
Yeah.
And then the other piece's Exodia was floating in the air. It was fucking sick.
I'm like, I almost bought that because I'm like, that's sick, but what am I gonna do with it?
Right.
So it's just like, nah, let's not. And they were like $50, right?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, no thanks.
The thing is, it was the perfect size for my desk, so
yeah.
It's like, fuck, man, I want one, but I don't want.
But we at least got the. Oh, do you have the card with? It was like.
No, I have the website.
What was the name of the website?
It
was something studio, I want to say.
Something Art Studio. Let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, Pulse Art Studio.
No, it wasn't Pulse because I searched that and something else.
Oh no, it was like PULS, not E. I think that's what it was, at least. While you search that, I'll tell them about this new indie game we played. So we first get there. There's like a booth like when you first.
Oh yeah, it is Pulse.
Yeah, it was Pulse without an E, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pulse Art Studio. They had some pretty cool looking playmats, but my thing was like they were very thin, and I don't know if they were playmats for cards, or like meant to be like giant mouse pads, more or less.
Well, the thing is that
they're more or less interchangeable.
It's vinyl. It's vinyl, so it's gonna work with a mouse. So.
Yeah. Either way, you can use it for your mouse.
Yeah.
So there was an indie game we saw like when we first walked in. So you first walk in, you see this booth from, well, whatever. It was an indie booth, and it's a game that already came out. I'm like, oh, I have this game. I'm like, yeah, you should come by and play it with other people later. And how do I describe this?
What game was that?
It was You have a team of 6 monsters. And you play against another team with 6 monsters. It can be a fire type, a dragon type, a fairy type, whatever. But you have to catch them. You gotta catch them. And the whole point of the game is the end game is you gotta catch them all.
I wasn't counting. Oh yeah.
They had a big ass Nintendo Pokemon booth in the lobby when you first walk in.
Oh.
It was really cool because like you look over and you see like, oh, they really put a lot of effort in this, and I'm guessing this is left remaining pieces from like last year when they showed off the game at like E3 and PAX maybe. But yeah, it looked really cool. They had like a nice entranceway. It was really cool.
I wasn't. I was like, I was seriously flustered because I was like, "What the fuck game you were talking about?"
Yeah, it's an indie game. You don't know?
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! I was so.
You were captivated in my story.
I was like, "What fucking game are you talking about?"
I'm like,
what fucking game are you
I'm
talking
looking at you
about?
like you're not catching
like,
onto this.
Like you were fucking on the show floor like half the time I was, and I didn't see this fucking game. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You
and
didn't have to reach the show floor.
Yeah, exactly.
It was right there next to Will Call. They gave me like a pamphlet. And I'm like, I own this game. I'm in the middle of playing the game. I've gotten like my 3rd or 4th badge at this point. I've had the game since November, by the way. I didn't start playing until last month.
I know. They put it there so that way they can promote the new expansion. But the thing is, you should have a demo for the expansion, not the regular game. Yeah, you should at least let them. They're
just promoting the game what it is because they were also doing battles with other people who were there that had the game, so you can play with other people and make more friends and stuff. I don't see them doing early like previews of like the DLC, especially considering it's not coming out until like the first part's in June, I think, and the second half is in the fall.
Yeah,
so I don't see that. Especially, they have to create a build just for the show.
Not necessarily.
They would, because basically it would be the demo. If you have something to show, at most all they have to show really is what they showed us in the direct, maybe a little more art. That's it. I would rather they not like do like, oh, here's an early look at it. I'd rather if they're gonna do that, they're gonna do that in like a direct.
So I was just about to say the same thing with fucking Google, that Blizzard wasn't there, but they also had a fucking shit show of a game that came out.
Yeah, was it Warcraft or something like that? The remake or something like that?
No, the new expansion or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, they that another reason why Ubisoft wasn't there.
Yeah,
they don't have any new games coming up for a little while now.
Well, that's the thing though, is that Ubisoft. I mean, Division 2 is successful. I'm pretty sure they have another game that came out that was successful. I know they had that one that wasn't.
All their upcoming games, they're like wiped from the slate. Like they're not coming out.
They pushed them back. Yeah, they only have 3 games coming out this year.
Are they coming out this year?
Yeah,
I know Watch Dogs is supposed to come out sometime this year, but there's still like a TBA on the date.
No, that's one of them. It's probably gonna come out in
the fall.
In the fall, yeah.
I'm hoping it comes out like early summer.
Well, the thing is, the difference between Ubisoft and all the other game companies is that they fucking are willing to take the extra time to make sure the game is good. So
I don't believe that all the time. Watch Dogs.
So?
They said, "Oh, let's give it more time." They couldn't give that game enough time.
Yeah, but Watch Dogs is Assassin's Creed.
Original one.
But it's Assassin's Creed. They come out with a different Assassin's Creed every year. What makes Watch Dogs different?
No, the original, the first Watch Dogs.
Yeah,
though.
Exactly.
Dude, you couldn't shoot out the car.
I mean, I played it. It was fine for me.
I did not like it very much. That was a game I was hyped for.
The thing is, I was excited to go and see Ubisoft only because I wanted to buy the merch. Because right now I'm so into Division 2. It's episode 3. I wanted to get a Division shirt. You know, wanted to buy even fucking an Ubisoft shirt. That would have been, or Ubisoft, whatever.
Do they have an online store? I'm sure they have an online store, but it's just expensive.
The thing is, last year they were at PAX, and I was expecting them to be at PAX.
So you don't have to pay for shipping. You can get it there.
Correct.
In person, yeah.
Correct.
Are you gonna go and get one online now?
No.
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 Or are you gonna wait until it's at a show that you're at, or just like, no, I'm good now?
No.
Okay. I'm just saying because it's like you enjoy the game enough. I don't blame you if you want to get a shirt.
Right. No. I mean, I mean, if I see a shirt at like Hot Topic, yeah, I wouldn't mind picking it up.
I'd be surprised to see a Division 2 shirt at Hot Topic.
Yeah,
but I don't go to Hot Topic that much.
But that's what I mean. Like if I see it doesn't have to be Hot Topic. It could be like Walmart. I don't care. Wherever they.
It would have just been cool to go into a store and have a Division shirt right there, rather than having to go out of your way, pay for shipping, feel the need to get free shipping by some other crap sort of thing. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
That's fair. It reminds me, I gotta buy some new shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees. They're having a sale right now. Nige needs an Orange Cassidy thumbs up foam figure. I keep telling her she needs to cosplay as Orange Cassidy when we go.
Yeah.
Right down to the come in with a foam finger, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this for me, this year's PAX was kind of like.
It's watered down, and the thing is like
we had more fun playing in that classic game room.
I can't really. You can't blame Sony pulling out for the reason why it feels watered down. You can't, because that's only one.
Even if Sony did come, they were bringing The Last of Us 2, and you would have to schedule an appointment through their app. That was going to be a shit show.
But it's not just that, though. But it's not just that. I agree. They would have also had
their other games.
VR.
Yeah.
They, and they would have had their other games.
The indie games that were going to go with PlayStation, they're the ones who got fucked over. Like I wouldn't call the Iron Man VR game developed by an indie studio per se, but but the smaller games that were going to get attention because they were there with PlayStation at the PlayStation booth, and everyone's there to see Last of Us, but then these are the other games that they're going to see. But yeah, PAX, I would say was fine.
Yeah.
I think I would have had a lot more fun if Nigel would have been able to go. But that not because it's like, I don't say that to make you feel bad. I just mean you would have had a great time. But yeah, like I was glad I went with friends.
Yeah.
It was a lot more fun that way. It told us, hey, we need to play some PS2 wrestling games apparently, because like when we saw that on list, it's like that's all we could think about after that.
So, final thoughts. On today.
If I had to make up my mind right now as to whether I'm going next year or not, just based on today, I wouldn't. But based on us knowing that next generation consoles are this fall, of course I'm going to go to next year.
Yeah.
Who are you, crazy? We have to go for like the next 4 years because like 4 years from from when these consoles launch, that's when we're going to see the games that are like, who?
When
Spider-Man 2?
When Xbox decides to make the Xbox exclusive games, because they're not making exclusive games, just games that will be on the Xbox One X and.
I wouldn't call it backwards compatible. They're just
equal compatible.
Yeah, it's just honest. If you want to keep your Xbox One X because you don't want to have to upgrade to the next one right now, that's cool. You can still play these games.
Play the same games, yeah.
I think they're tearing down the wall of generations. For them, there's no longer generations, especially when like you can stream games through their service now. It's like you might not you could maybe get like high quality stream of you playing whatever, like Halo Infinite, or is that what it's called? Infinite?
I don't fucking know.
The next Halo game, it's gonna be backwards, forwards, whatever. It's just you can play it on their service of consoles. I think that's pretty cool. Sony is very much dug their heels in. They're gonna go forward. This is a generation. You can't put a PS5 disc in a PS4 and expect it to just work. But considering what Xbox is doing is very consumer friendly, they're going to be looked at as being in the past, because everything's going towards streaming. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that, because I'm that person that says, what if your internet goes out?
But you're right. We have to go. Definitely have to go. Next year, because
I'm curious if Thursday passes will fly out the door because everyone just wants to get in there.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think next year we'll go Thursday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll just make sure next year to buy 4 tickets.
So listen.
Well, 3 tickets for Thursday, 4 for Sunday.
So, if you get if you haven't been to one of these conventions, I would recommend going, because even if the show is shit, like in my opinion, it's not shit, but I mean it's not as good. It's watered down. You should just go if you have the extra cash, and it's only when you buy it in advance, it's $60.
Yeah,
you can get it from a scalper for $80.
But I'm always the type recommend you get it directly from PAX themselves. They have a service where people can scalp, but you can get genuine tickets. You don't have to worry about it being like, you can't get in.
Well, the thing is, they won't scan the ticket. So it's That's not true. Like, it's not genuine. They won't know unless you try and tap your shit on the NFC thing. Yeah, that's true. As long as you don't give a fuck about that, that's what I did last year.
I'll give you that, yeah. But just for legality's sake, just get it straight through PAX.
I'm not telling you to buy it from Jim that's down at the corner fucking selling it for like 3 times the amount.
I found it bonkers that people were able to sell their scalp tickets outside on the same block as the convention center. I
Yeah.
found that amazing.
They don't care.
I'm shocked they don't have people like they know. They
Yeah,
know
they
that
know
there are
they're doing
people
it.
out there scalping
Yeah.
it, but I'm shocked they don't do anything about it.
It's
There's
an-
cops
It's an
5 feet
inside
away.
job. It's an inside job. Anyways, if you haven't been to one before, I say go. I mean, spend the $60.
Even if you're not into
$80.
video games, go to a convention for something that you are passionate or you do enjoy, anime, manga, all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
my store puts on like the biggest vendor in the dealer's room at Anime Boston. All we do is sell manga.
Because like I said in the beginning, is that you're spending like $60, $80 for these tickets, and it's not like you're going and you're not going home with anything. You're gonna leave with something, whether it be free items, you win in raffles, or just the experience. That's the biggest thing of all, in my opinion.
And I would say
if you haven't gone to a convention before, you have to go for the experience. Anyways, that was the first episode.
And last one for the month of February.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll try to do these maybe monthly.
hopefully,
I feel like monthly we can figure
I feel
something
like
out.
monthly is what we want to do. Quarterly is
what we're gonna do.
What we're probably gonna do. So
But-
we'll probably see you in
yeah.
another couple months with another podcast.
Yeah, and that one might not be about video games. It'll just be what's on our minds. It doesn't have to be about one
Yeah.
topic. It's just like, oh, this
It's-
conversation flowed really well to this point.
This one's probably a little rough around the edges. So I mean,
Just like your mother.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Anyways, this one's a little rough around the edges. So I mean, don't crucify us for that.
But
It's
please
our
do.
our first podcast. You know.
I haven't cried in days. I need a good cry.
Yeah. Well, Dan takes these internet comments seriously. So
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna be the one editing all this shit. So I don't give a fuck. I'm that.
You
I'm,
guys
I'm
should
that
kill
internet
yourself.
warrior. I'm that internet warrior.
You guys should kill yourselves. You put out something like this into the world. It's like, fuck. Damn. Spank bank 1, 2, 3. Oh man. I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna go to the roof. Fuck it. Goodbye, cruel world.
Anyways,
Please don't go to your roof. Please don't. If you have those dark thoughts, talk to somebody. Please.
Anyways, guys, I'm Joey,
I'm Dan.
and we're the Bored and Hungry guys.
I'll think about it.
You think about it?
I'll think about it.
We're always hungry.
I know.
Anyways, we're the Bored and Hungry guys, and we'll catch you guys next time.
See ya. Bye.